Okay, quick video. Something you can do in your office or at your house every day, daily. Make this a daily activity to help you with your low back function and help you with some flexibility issues. So first thing you're going to do is kind of a modified yoga movement where you're going to start on all fours. Take your shoes off, by the way, when you do this. Shoes off and all fours. And what you do is lift up like this. And you're going to be trying to stretch your calves out. So first you're going to kind of bring your right heel to the ground, feeling a stretch back in the calves, and then switch it up. I would start by holding it for about 10 seconds on each side. So now the left side, 10 seconds. So you're feeling it in the calf, and you might even feel it in the hamstring too. So again, heel on the ground. On the right side, 10 seconds. You can even bounce a little bit. Heel on the ground on the left side. Feeling that stretch in the calf. You can even, if you have a lot of tension in your hamstrings like I do, you can modify this movement to get a hamstring stretch by going up like this, bending the knees a little bit, heels are off the ground, and trying to come back, trying to keep your back as straight as you can. So really pushing your butt up in the air, trying to keep the back straight instead of rounded. Try to keep that back straight, and then slowly try to lower those heels to the ground, keeping that back straight. If you're tight like me, it'll probably look like that. That wasn't the best looking movement, but it does the job. Then, after you've loosened up the hamstrings and the calves, what you want to do is a couple of sets of 5 squats. Squat movement, the fundamentals are that you want, when you squat down, first of all, you can have your toes pointed forward, or if you're a little less flexible in the hips, you can point your toes out about 45 degrees. From the side, your feet are about shoulder width. Always keep the chest up. So when you squat down, don't come down like this. So chest stays up, that's key number 1. Key number 2, you want your knees to stay behind your toes. So when you come down, you want to shift back from your hips, the chest is up. You can keep your arms kind of up by your chest to remind you to keep that chest up. They're shifting back like you're going to sit down in a chair. Most of the weight is on your heels. And you're just going to sit back down, chest is up, and then drive back up using your glutes. How deep you go depends on how flexible your hips are or if you have any knee issues. So again, feet are hip width apart, toes are pointed out 45 degrees. I'm going to shift back, my chest is up, my knees trying to stay behind my toes. So when I look down, I should be able to see my toes. I don't want to be like this. I want to shift back, chest up, down, and then propel back up using the butt. Down, up, shift back, chest up, and just do 5 at a time. Shift back, weight on the heels, chest is up, and power back up. Do 3 sets of 5. If you can only do 1 set of 5 at first, that's okay. But again, you're going to start with, and I want to just hit this point where when you first start doing this, you might come down and find that your heels want to come up. And a lot of that is a lack of flexibility in the calves, ankles, and hamstrings. So if that's happening, just go back to the movement we did in the beginning. On all fours, come up, try and get that stretch in the calves and the hamstrings, just like that. Keep repeating that. And if you do that enough, if you do that every day, you'll start to be able to get into a deep squat, and your low back is going to be a lot healthier.